Well, I'm Toby.
And I'm Savannah.
And this is Sonic the Hedgehog from a certain point of view. I've always loved Sonic. I can't tell you how many countless times I missed the school bus because I was playing Sonic on the Sega. Played Sonic on almost every console that it came out on. Sega Dreamcast was so much fun. I love that Sonic, even though the controls were a little wonky. But all in all, I think that this was probably one of the best video game movies we've ever had.
Yeah,
Now I'm somebody who loves the first 3 Resident Evil movies. I thought I just really enjoyed them. After that, I was like, not so much. We had that god-awful Super Mario Brothers movie, which, if you haven't seen it, just go watch it with a couple buddies just to have that experience of watching it.
Or the Mortal Kombat movies.
Mortal Kombat
first
movies
one was okay.
Yeah, the first ones were okay. The second one really lost all the character development, really showed none of the finishing moves. So it's kind of
finish him.
Exactly, gotta finish him. Assassin's Creed had great acting in it, but fell
Nothing
flat.
else.
Yeah, that was kind of it. I mean, it was pulled from most theaters and didn't even show in most theaters in the end.
In the U.S.
Yeah, in the U.S. Now there's other video game movies out there. Tomb Raider was actually really good. I like those ones. I even like the new one that followed the new Tomb Raider games. I thought they did a really good job of that. But this movie didn't try to be anything that it wasn't.
That's fair.
You know, it knew that it was a video game, and it's like, okay.
Well, and it knew that it was directed towards. It knew that it was directed towards kids, even though obviously the people that played it as kids are adults now and are still, gonna love it. Mm-hmm. It still knew it could be a good kids movie too.
Exactly. Yeah, they didn't try to be. Again, they didn't try to be more than what it was. It's a video game, and they were like, you know what? This is a hedgehog that can go super fast. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's going to be. I loved seeing Jim Carrey in a movie again, and my God, was he the perfect Ivo Robotnik.
Yeah.
He did such a good job on that. I loved it.
Some people don't like Jim Carrey's style, his physical comedy and stuff, but I always like it.
I think he's one of the greatest comedians.
Yeah,
in acting that there ever has been.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminded me more of his stuff that he did with The Grinch or Liar Liar or The Mask, where he's just being goofy, and I like that Jim. That's a good Jim Carrey.
Exactly.
We like that Jim Carrey.
It was good, and I really enjoyed him being in this movie. I think all the casting was done really well. I mean, it was just those 2 actors, and then if you know Ben Schwartz from Parks and Rec. But I love that character. I love that actor. I think he's pretty funny. I think he does a really good job, and he really brought Sonic to life. Multiple times through the movie, though, I just couldn't get. Sorry, I was looking at the newborn baby. We have a newborn baby. That's why this video is so late. So he was moving, so I was checking on him. He moved. But I thought I just saw so many Jean-Ralphio moments in Sonic. I was like, oh my God, this you should be saying this because that's what Jean-Ralphio would say. You get typecasted sometimes when you do, but you do such a good job in a role that kind of will stick with you, and that's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. He was a good cast. I'm definitely glad they changed that CGI. I liked it. I liked how Sonic looked in the movie. He did a good job. The speed was cool. It's always interesting. We have so many different. We have the Flash. We have Quicksilver. Sonic. It's interesting to see how different movies and different studios take on that quickness kind of look to it and how they're going to do it. I liked it. I think they did a great job with it. All in all, I very much enjoyed the movie.
I wish more movies would do what they did, because they changed it before it came out, and it was good.
Looking at you, cats.
Yeah, or even, Birds of Prey, we made the complaint
Looking at you, Birds
that
of
it
Prey.
should have been called Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, and that's what they ended up doing, but they waited. And so they lost that money, and they lost. That was one of the biggest criticisms in the reviews was the name of the movie.
If you know anything, studios look at the dollars. If it's not bringing in the movie, it's going to be hard to get that sequel, or they're not going to spend as much, and they're not going to care. And that's when our stuff starts to go downhill.
So Sonic did a good job.
Sonic did a good job. The end credit, I was hoping that Tails would show up. I'm so glad he did. Sorry, it's a spoiler, but we've already said we spoilers. I love seeing Tails. It leaves it open for a sequel. Bring in more of them. Now maybe we'll go see Emerald City, which is where Sonic is from in the Dreamcast games. So that would be cool. Giving Sonic a little backstory was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting how you'll incorporate the game aspects into a movie. Super Mario Brothers didn't do a good job. The game aspects were dumb. They didn't have the mushrooms to jump on. They didn't have the... just other stuff. But Sonic with the rings, it was a really interesting idea.
Yeah.
Why did he have rings? Why was he so focused? Because those rings would get him to another planet, to another safe area. So I like seeing how they brought that kind of stuff into the movie.
Yeah.
And living in Green Hills, Montana, I mean, it's Green Hills Zone 1. I mean, that's where everybody starts when they start playing Sonic. That's, I mean, it's right, it's actually even on the front. I don't even have to turn it around. It's right there, Green Hills Zone 1. I mean, so that was really cool. The little hidden Easter eggs throughout the whole movie. Eventually, if we ever get a nice, better setup, we can do breakdowns like that and show those Easter eggs that we find. Because we do find a lot of Easter eggs, even before other YouTubers who are better than us, or just bigger than us. Overall, we give this movie the high ground. Again, if you don't know our rating system,
that's like our second best. It's not the best yet. We still have yet to have like our number one rating for any movie
Nothing has been granted the rank of master yet.
But this is our second best. So it's not mediocre. It's a good movie.
I think anybody that goes to this movie will have fun.
Yeah.
You don't have to like Sonic. You don't have to know anything about Sonic.
Yeah. You don't need some alternative substance to enjoy it.
Exactly. You don't need any death sticks.
Yep.
It was just good family fun. In the theater we saw multiple different kids.
Kids were loving it. Their parents were, the age of the...
You caught up in nostalgia, which again, I don't think nostalgia is a bad thing, and I hate that people think nostalgia.
If you use it right.
Exactly. You have to
if you rely on it for your whole thing,
exactly,
you're
you can't
screwed.
rely on it. Nostalgia can be what brings somebody to the movie. It isn't what keeps us at the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is something that, unfortunately, the greatest thing in the world, the sequel to Star Wars trilogy, did suffer with a little bit. They relied too much on their nostalgia. But don't get me wrong, I still love Star Wars. It's still the best thing ever. But anyway, Sonic. I really hope they make a sequel. I'm really excited to see it. We could bring in Amy, Knuckles, Shadow could come in. That would be cool. I love it. Yeah. Like I said, I've missed the bus multiple times. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to walk to school because I missed the bus, and it was not a short walk. It was a decent walk. But we give it the high ground. Overall, I think anybody would enjoy this movie, and I suggest you go see it and just go have a good time. Have a couple beers while you're watching it if you want to. I even drank a soda while I was watching this movie because it wasn't something I had to be completely in depth in, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. So until next time, may the films be with you.